Auger Hollingsworth and joins us. Hi, Brenda. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you too.
All right, we're talking today about long-term disability, and there's a lot to get into with this. Is it often that you see people seeking long-term disability and being denied?
Yeah, it happens more than you think. So most people have long-term disability policies through their employers. Some people have private disability policies, but most of us have group policies. And we expect it to be there if we can't work for whatever reason. And sometimes, it just gets denied. And we, at any given time, we'll have 30 or so clients at our firm who are dealing with this problem.
What are some of the misconceptions about long-term disability?
First of all, lots of people don't realize they have it. And so, applying for it on a timely basis, the fact that there are timelines, that's something that you do need to know. So if you are considering going on long-term disability, look at your booklet, speak to your HR, and make sure that you know what the timelines are. So that's certainly one thing. And then the other thing is, my long-term disability won't cover what I have. I don't have cancer. Most people who have cancer who need it are accepted. But if somebody has something a little bit unusual, for example, we see many cases with sleep apnea, preventing people from being able to work. People are surprised that that's something that might be covered.
What are some of the important considerations there as you're making that application? Because I would assume, correct me if I'm wrong, you first do a short-term disability before moving into long-term disability, so you may already be off?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. How does that work?
So it depends on your specific employer, but that's right. Some employers have short-term disability, and sometimes they call that sick leave. So maybe you have an extended period of sick leave that you have to use. Some companies, or if you're in the government, maybe you have to use the EI sick benefits before you can apply for long-term disability. So everybody's different, but it's very likely a short-term disability situation first. And then, as the time runs out, you realize I can't go back, and you need to make that application for long-term.
Are we seeing long-term disability cases because of COVID?
We're just starting to see them now. So long COVID, lots of people bounce back, thankfully, from COVID, but there are people who obviously have serious long-term repercussions. And definitely people are applying. We get questions about applications. We don't have any long COVID denials yet, but they may come.
Is COVID being covered in long-term disability plans?
Well, most long-term disability plans don't list specific illnesses. Sometimes they do, but most of them don't. The test is really whether or not you can work in any job. Usually it's, can you work in any job for the first 2 years of disability? And then after 2 years, it changes to, can you work in any job that you're reasonably suited for? But it's less about the type of illness and more about how it impacts your ability to work.